Welcome everybody to Qbaby's Let's Be Honest. This your boy Qbaby. You know what I'm saying? Today's topic is gonna be why do men and women give up when things get tough and get hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there, whether you're man or woman, that are in relationships, that are married, they'll tell you 100 times over that being in a marriage or being in a relationship is not gonna be easy. It takes a lot of compromises. It takes a lot of thought process as far as making sure you're both on the same page, that everything you both do, whether it's individual or if it's something you do together, is to know that everything that you're trying to do, you're doing it for the betterment of, you know what I'm saying, for men it's legacy, for women it's probably for family, you know what I'm saying, which is the same thing in both aspects of that. You know what I'm saying, it's not really, you know what I'm saying, how can I put it, like, it's not really tough to the degree if you're both on the same page, but it's whenever you both are going different and opposite directions instead of, you know what I'm saying, supporting one another and helping one another to be better and to be the best version of yourself. And it's about understanding that you both can learn something from each other. It's not just one person that is just learning from one person. You know what I mean? You got to work together in that aspect and understand, like, everything that you do is for the betterment of the family that you're trying to create, because without that mindset or that common goal, it will only automatically make the relationship fail. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't really think about when they are in relationships. Me personally, like, I look at the aspect of, like, when I'm in a relationship with someone, my whole entire mindset is trying to get both of us in the best possible position where that is no stress on, you know what I'm saying, whether it's my woman, my wife, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about getting each other into a space where you both can truly thrive and truly come together and understand that you can be the best version of yourself if you work together. And it comes down to, like, when you're dating a woman or if you're married or anything like that, you have to make sure that your partner believes in you, just like you believe in them. The belief system should be on both sides. Like, if you're going to put a man in a leadership role, you need to make sure you believe in that man, or if it's the vice versa, if you have a woman that is the one that is the leader, you know what I'm saying, in that relationship, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to believe in them in that same aspect. It's not going to be an easy thing. It's going to be definitely a tough thing, because a lot of people want to do 50-50, but anybody that's been in a relationship for a long enough period of time, I tell you off rip, like, relationships are not 50-50, because it varies depending on your foresight. Like, I'm gonna speak for men on this one. Like, if you have foresight, like, if you think 3 steps ahead, you're always gonna be prepared for every situation, every possible, you know what I'm saying, almost every possible way. But if you're a guy that thinks day by day, it's like you'll never be able to get ahead. You'll always be like tit for tat, because you're fooling around, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like, you just procrastinate a lot. So you got to make sure you lock in on those kind of things. And it's not really that lucrative when it comes to it. So you definitely want to make sure you take that time and really think about how you're going to get to the next level, because it's not going to be easy if you don't have no kind of, like, future mindset of how to get where you're trying to go. Because when you're in a relationship and you're not thinking about trying to get your family in the best possible position, it will only come back and bite you in the ass. So I definitely would tell anybody that's, you know what I'm saying, that's in that leadership role, regardless of who's, you know what I'm saying, taking that role, whether it's the woman or the man, or however that dynamic works in your relationship, I would definitely try to tell you to, like, make sure you have the thought process to think ahead, to be able to help your partner and put them in the best position where they can thrive and be able to reciprocate in helping you, you know what I'm saying, and wherever y'all are trying to go in y'all journey together, you know what I'm saying. So I think a lot of people lose heart, you know what I'm saying, in that process, because you're learning so many things about yourself with someone else, because it's not about just yourself, it's about you as a whole and you as a group. It comes dicey because you have to put other people's needs over your own. And a lot of people can't handle that. So I definitely tell anybody that's in that situation, like, if you're going to get in a relationship, you should already know, like, you both are going to have to make sacrifice, regardless, you know what I'm saying, of the gender and all that. You know what I'm saying? So sacrifice is going to be one of the biggest things, and being able to pay attention to your partner and see what they're doing and seeing how you can implement yourself within that, and being able to coexist and working together where you both can still chase your dream. Because I tell a lot of couples, like men and women alike, you know what I'm saying, that sometimes in a relationship you can lose who you are as an individual, and you never want to lose yourself as an individual. That's the reason why even me personally, you know what I'm saying, being in a relationship, like I want to make sure that my partner have a sense of self, a sense of achievement, where they can have their own version of themselves, that even if they don't know what they want to do or what they're chasing after, I want to put them in a position where when that time comes, when they're ready to venture out to whatever they're trying to do, I want to make sure they're in the best possible position where they can achieve that, you know what I mean? So the main thing is making sure the space is open for you both to be able to have your own individuality, to be able to do you, but at the same time still have the respect and the, you know what I'm saying, the coming together far as when it comes to doing things. You know what I'm saying? Because you mainly want to make sure you respect your partner, because the moment you stop respecting your partner is the moment that the relationship fails. And you never want the relationship to fail in that way, because as you get older and as you get wiser and as you start to chase whatever you're trying to achieve or get after, you want to make sure that you have a respect for the person that you tell me you want to spend a life with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people give up. A lot of people say it's too hard. A lot of people say it's too difficult, but it comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to have someone in your life for the rest of your life, like, you both make sacrifices, you both submit to one another. A lot of people don't like submission, but that's just what it is. Everyone submits, you know what I'm saying, to their partner to some degree. I'm not saying you're some slave or anything like that, but you have to understand, like, if you're going to be with someone, you're going to have to submit to a degree, like, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's what you want to eat, or it's just, you know what I'm saying, telling your partner, like, I don't think you should do that because it'll put you in a bad light or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It can be all types of things. Like, on both sides of that spectrum, you know what I'm saying, both sides tries to understand one another and try to their best to be able to respect their partner, hopefully. And that's the reason why I say it's very difficult for people to make it the long term, because they end up losing respect for their partner, and it's no communication, no conversation. Like, a lot of people are attached to phones or attached to the TV or the video games, or, you know what I'm saying, going with the boys or going with the girls, or just, you know what I'm saying, they don't make the time to really just have a conversation. And then it gets to a point where it's like, if my partner want to do all this stuff, then maybe I should do the same. And it'll just, over time, you'll lose a disconnect between each other, where you're not able to communicate, that you're not able to really just interact with one another. So you need to make sure you take out that time for that. It's very difficult, it's very hard, you know what I'm saying, and both people can learn a lot from one another. So to a degree, I would say never forget, you know what I'm saying, what you're chasing after. If you're chasing after that forever and happy ever after, it's going to come with a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work, and it's going to have its ups and its downs, and you got to be making sure that you're willing to go through those ups and downs. It's not easy, it's not a cakewalk, you know what I'm saying, fantasies, you know what I'm saying, that people create in their mind of this Cinderella story. It's not that sweet, it's not that easy, it's very difficult, very hard, and it really pushes people, you know what I'm saying, individuality to their very breaking point, their very limits, that is just crazy. So I would just tell everyone, like, when you're in a relationship with someone that you love, or a partner that you want to make it to that forever and a happy ever after, as long as y'all are able to communicate and not bring other people into your business or telling your business to everybody, you know what I'm saying, just keeping what y'all do or whatever y'all have going on just between you two. Because when it comes to a relationship, you have to make a two-people circle. Because when you add your mama and your friends, you know what I'm saying, your co-workers or anything else into your relationship, it only will cause a problem. Definitely if you are a person that fuck with social media, like if you're trying to tell, if you're a spouse, whether it's man or woman, you know what I'm saying, talking to other girls or other dudes and giving them the attention or making them think that they have a shot at your partner, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't want that kind of dynamic. And that makes it hard because I know a lot of dudes that have girls that always like to tell them about dudes that's hit them up, people that they knew from back in the day or whatever the case may be. And it was like, okay, she can be friends with that dude, or he can be friends with that girl, but and then when it gets down to that, you know what I'm saying, proposal or the marriage conversation, it just go like, shit, I can't fuck with a chick that, you know what I'm saying, that got a bunch of male friends, or I can't fuck with a dude that got a bunch of female friends because personally I feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people have those deficits, so you got to make sure that you keep those things in mind when it comes to respecting your partner, because at the end of the day, no man wants another man by, you know what I'm saying, talking to his girl, and no woman wants another female talking to her man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely when the intent is to try to get with that guy or with that girl, because a lot of people don't realize that, yeah, your intentions may be pure, like you probably wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, cheat on your partner, but at the same time, your friend that you think is your friend is really trying to get at your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether you know it or not. That's why a lot of people say, oh yeah, we're friends. Like, no, sorry to tell you. Like, you can ask any female, do you trust a girl? Do you trust your man around a girl? And she'll say, yeah, I trust my man around girls. But do you trust the women around your man? Definitely if she's more attractive, definitely if she had more going for herself, or you, in your mind, this girl is better than you in every way. You know what I'm saying? Even though in his mind it's not even the case, but in your mind this girl is better than you in every aspect of the world. She's in better shape. She's more successful. Like, she has a better head on her shoulders. She knows what she's trying to achieve and what she's trying to do. Or on the flip side, if you got a guy that, you know what I'm saying, that knows what he's trying to do, or he know what he's trying to accomplish, or he got a better physique than you, he got more money than you know what I'm saying, he can do this, that, and the third. Like, you have to ask yourself, by putting yourself in those positions, it can only damage the relationship that you're trying to create. So you want to definitely be very careful, because when your partner start thinking something, you know what I'm saying, whether it's man or woman, you know what I'm saying, in this, you know what I'm saying, in that spectrum, you want to try to make your spouse know, like, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Like, because you got to give that reassurance to your partner, because if it's not no reassurance in there, they go in their head and be like, man, it ain't no loyalty there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no respect. You know what I'm saying?